If you live in South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, you got a slight risk of severe weather today. Alright, everyone, we can see we got a slight risk of severe weather for South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas today. We got a margin risk for Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, and Colorado. We can see also. Alright, everyone, so we got a 5% tornado risk today in Kansas and Nebraska. But we got a significant one. This means we have a higher chance for tornadoes today, too. That means so we got 2% tornado risk in South Dakota. We can see Nebraska and Kansas and Oklahoma and Colorado. We got 2% tornado risk. Then we got our hail risk for today. Everyone, we can see we got the black slash lines. This means we could have a potential for huger hail. That means we could have in Kansas today with the black, in Nebraska with the black lines. We can see we got 15% hail risk for Nebraska, South Dakota, Kansas, and 5% hail risk for Colorado, Texas. We can see also on here. Then we got our day 2 severe weather risk. We have slight risk in South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa. Then a margin risk in Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota. For tomorrow, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Iowa, and Minnesota. We can see also. So let's move on to our wind risk for tomorrow's wind risk. We can see we got a 15% wind risk in Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa. Then a 5% wind risk in North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Missouri, and Iowa, and Minnesota. We can see. Then we can see our hail risk for tomorrow. We got a 15% hail risk from Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa. Then we got a black dotted lines from Nebraska in South Dakota. That means we could have larger hail potentially. Then we can see in Kansas we got 5% hail risk. In Missouri too also, guys. So let's move on to some radar projections for today and tomorrow. Alright, everyone, so this is our radar projections for today we're going to be talking about. So we can see we got it says 5 p.m. but it's actually 4 p.m. because my time zone's an hour ahead of here. So you can see we looks like we got a storm in Iowa, maybe a storm in Arkansas trying to form, maybe also maybe storms in Montana, Wyoming trying to form, rain in South Dakota we can see also on here, and maybe a storm in Arkansas trying to form too. A storm in Tennessee maybe trying to form also too. Alright, then we can see we got 5 p.m. now on here. Looks like a storm's trying to form in Kansas, Texas. We can see a storm in Nebraska, Montana, South Dakota, Nebraska. We can see a storm in Iowa. We can see Arkansas too. We can see maybe some rain showers in Mississippi, Tennessee, Georgia. We can see also rain in Iowa too. Also, then we can see 6 p.m. comes along. A line of storms trying to form in Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. We can see also on here too, guys. We can see. So yeah, you can see it looks like we have a storm in Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota. We can see also a storm in Arkansas, Tennessee, maybe rain showers in Mississippi, Alabama. We can see a storm in Iowa, rain in Minnesota. We can maybe see also a rain in North Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Colorado. Then 7 p.m. we got a line of storms trying to form in Kansas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, South Dakota, Montana. We can see also on here forming. It looks like we have a storm in Colorado, rain in Wyoming, Montana, rain in Minnesota, Iowa. We can see also Missouri, maybe a storm, Arkansas. You can see a storm also on here. Rain in Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama. A storm in Texas. We can see a storm in Louisiana. We can see for 7 p.m. tonight. Maybe rain in Iowa, maybe a potential storm there too. Also, we can see a storm in Montana. Then we can see 8 p.m. tonight, we got a line of storms in Oklahoma, Nebraska, Kansas, South Dakota, North Dakota, rain in Minnesota, maybe a storm in Iowa, and maybe a storm in Texas too. We can see maybe rain in Montana, Wyoming too, and Colorado too. You can see. Alright, we can see we got 9 p.m. Tonight. We can see we looks like we have storms in Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana. We can see rain in Iowa. We can see also maybe a potential storm in Missouri and Iowa. We can maybe see. Maybe we get some light storms, rain showers in Texas. We can see. We can see we got maybe a pop-up storm in Colorado. We can maybe see rain in Montana, Idaho. We can see also on here. Alright, so then we can see by 10 p.m. our line of storms looks like it's starting to weaken a bit, but we can still have some strong storms here in Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, rain in Iowa. We can see Minnesota, Missouri, snow in the Colorado mountains, and rain maybe scattered in Colorado. In Wyoming, we can see, and rain in Montana too, we can see. Alright, so we can see our line of storms at 11 p.m. We can see we got a strong line in Kansas, North and South Dakota. We still got some storms also. Montana, rain in Iowa. We can see Minnesota, Missouri too. Also rain in Oklahoma. We can see snow in Colorado. Our rain looks like in Montana, Wyoming. We can see also too on here. And rain in Iowa, maybe in Missouri too. And we can see midnight, our line of storms are moving into Missouri. We can see Kansas, we got some line of storms on Nebraska, South Dakota, maybe even a little North Dakota, maybe too. And maybe some rain in Colorado, Montana, we can see Oklahoma, we can see also on here. Then we can see 1 a.m. too. We got a storm in Kansas, Missouri too, Nebraska, Missouri too. We got Missouri. We can see a storm also there. We can see Nebraska, South Dakota, rain in Iowa. We can see rain in Montana. We can see Wyoming storms too, maybe in Montana and Wyoming too also. Then 1 a.m. we could by 2 a.m. our storms are starting. We can see this line starting to shrink. We can see some strong storms in Missouri at 2 a.m. and maybe a storm in South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa. We can see rain in Montana, Wyoming. We can see also on here too. Then we can see maybe a storm pop up in a rain pop up in Oklahoma, Arkansas. We can see. Then we can see by 3 a.m. we still have some storms in Missouri. We can see Iowa too. But by this point, it's starting the weekend. We can see a lot. See on here maybe rain in South Dakota. Then we can see by like 5 a.m. our storms have really weakened. Maybe we can have a severe thunderstorm here, but not like earlier. I'm saying so. Let's look at our radar projections for tomorrow now, guys. So let's move to. Alright, everyone. So we're gonna be looking at our storm cap today. So this is around 11 a.m. We can see we got 3,800 storm cap in Oklahoma, 3,100 in Kansas. We can see 2,800 in Arkansas, Louisiana about 2,200. Tennessee about 1,600 storm cap, Nebraska about 1,300, Iowa about 900, South Dakota 1,100. We can see North Dakota 500. We can see Texas about 2,800 storm cap. We can see also for today also on here. Then we can see by noon we got storm cap numbers of 3,800 in Oklahoma, Kansas 3,300, Missouri about 2,800, Arkansas about 3,100 to 3,500. Louisiana, we're about 2,100. Mississippi, we're about 1,600. Tennessee, about 1,500. Kentucky, we're about 800 storm cap. You can see on here, Colorado, we're about 1,000. Wyoming, we're about 900. Montana, we're about 900 storm cap. 2 on here. Then we can see by 2 p.m., guys, we're in 4,000 storm cap potentially, guys. 4,000 storm cap in Missouri, too. Also, 2,100 storm cap in Arkansas. We can see 2,500 and we can see in Texas too, also 2,300. We can see 2,300 in Louisiana, 2,400 in Mississippi, 1,300 in Alabama. We can see. Then we can see 4 p.m. comes along. We're at 3,700, 3,800 storm cap in Kansas. We can see 3,500. Nebraska, we're about 2,600. Iowa, we're about 1,600. Missouri, we're about 2,200. Arkansas, we're about 2,800. Tennessee, we're about 1,900. Mississippi, we're about 2,300. Alabama, 1,900 storm cap. Alright, so then we can see 7 p.m. on here. 6 o'clock, we can see 7 o'clock. We're around 3,200 in Oklahoma. 2,600 in Kansas. 3,000 in Missouri almost. We can see Nebraska, we're about 2,400. We can see Montana, about 1,100. South Dakota, about 1,400, 1,700. Iowa, about 1,600 to 1,500. You can see. Then we can see at 8 p.m. we have 3,000 storm cap in Louisiana. Arkansas, we're about 3,300 and 1,800 to 1,900 in Kansas. So let's talk about our rain and snow in New England today, the New England area. So let's get to that. Alright, so this is 8 a.m. today we're going to be looking at. So we could have some snow in New Hampshire. We can see also on here too, guys. Some snow in Vermont. We can see New York too. Rain in Massachusetts. We can see on here rain in parts of Massachusetts and Maine too. We can see on here at 8 a.m. Then 11 a.m. we can see our snow moving down. We can see into Vermont, New Hampshire, we could have Vermont, we could have some snow. New Hampshire, we could have some snow also. New York, rain in Massachusetts, we can see rain in New York and rain in Maine also. Alright, then we can see by 2 p.m. we still got some snow in New Hampshire, Vermont, rain in New York, Massachusetts. We can see rain in Maine also. We can see rain in PA too, rain in some of the New England states too also. Alright, 5 p.m. we still have some scattered snow, maybe in New Hampshire, Vermont, maybe Massachusetts. We got rain in Maine also too, rain in New York and PA too. Then we can see 8 p.m. we got rain in Massachusetts too. You can see in Vermont too. Maybe see some rain in New Hampshire too. Then we got some rain in New York too. We can see also. Then by 11 p.m. all the rain's mostly moved out. We can see on here too, guys. So yeah, pretty much it for that. So look how much rain is actually gonna fall here. So let me pull it up. So we can see in the next from today to Sunday, we can see 1.6 inches of rain could potentially fall in New Hampshire potentially too. Also, Maine, also Vermont, we could have like a 0.6, 0.8 inches of rain potentially fall. Also, Massachusetts, we got 0.3 inches, 0.4, 0.6. New York, 0.1. We can see also on here too, guys. We can see then we can see for our 48 hour, this is how much rain is gonna fall. 0.8, 0.6, 1 inch in parts of maybe Vermont potentially. 1.6 inches in parts of New Hampshire. 1.6 inches in parts of Maine. 0.35 in parts of Massachusetts. 0.5, 0.8. We can see on New York 0.3, 0.2. We can see Maine half an inch too. We can see also 2 on here, guys. So yeah, pretty much it for how much rain's gonna fall. Alright, this is how much snow can fall. Not that much snow actually. It looks like maybe an inch or 2 of snow. Maybe we can see in New Hampshire, maybe a half an inch. Maybe in Vermont, part of New York, maybe a half an inch in some spots. We can see in New Hampshire too. Also, maybe an inch or 2 possible in New Hampshire of snow. We can see also on here too, guys. So not much snow looking like here. So hope you learned something new in this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, notification bell, never miss a video like this, guys. Okay, guys, I see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.